Welcome back. Industrial. Still my favorite place in this game. Cool music, cool atmosphere, all that. Challenging, but in kind of a good way. It is a little bit of a trek, but I mind it less than the other places at least. You're not doing anything yourself. But this is a place I'll actually use my jelly, if I need to. I actually managed at one point to... Phew. I managed at one point to get through basically this whole area without taking almost any damage, because I didn't have any jelly on me. This was the one part of the game that I actually thought to myself, man, this is actually kind of legitimately difficult. I don't just mean like annoying difficult, I mean kind of a fun difficult almost. And the dramatic music helps. Don't think we need that water ball for anything. Every single time this guy messes me up. There you go. I think the hardest part with fighting this guy is just his hitbox is a little weird. Again, like everything else in this game, it's a big circle, but of course the bigger the circle is, the more awkward it is to try to jump on. Can't go off to the right there. Ah, come on. Get out of the way. I like how it makes the same sound when you take damage as when you heal yourself. It's an interesting take on sound design. It's just the your amount of health has changed sound. So the thing with this place is it's mostly just one big line. It's all rather linear. It's not like Kelp Forest where it branches off a lot, which is probably why it feels a bit bigger and longer compared to Kelp Forest. I'm not sure it actually is much bigger or anything. I remember wondering what the point of that was. I'm really not sure. Oh, come on. Dude. Sliding around like crazy, because one, he just animates that way to begin with, but two, he's on a sort of platform. There you go, I think I got that. Yeah, nice. You don't need to fully fill a jelly jar to use it either, I don't believe. I just tend to do that. I don't think the other robot part's here in Industrial Park, but it could be. So I'll take a look. I'll just run on through this whole area essentially and see. So it also does not give you much extra life to work with, for that matter. Not many jellyfish here. Ooh. Wasn't paying attention. Thing goes in the opposite direction really fast. Ooh. There we go. Alright. So you're most of the way through the area once you get here. But there's a little bit more to do. So the bus stop basically takes you deep into the industrial park. So it's still a bit of a trek to get back out the other way. So unfortunately, the industrial park is not really a useful way. Doesn't it just take you down or something good like that? Yeah, I don't know why they do that. I'm not sure what the idea is with those platformers in this area. Oh, can I not actually progress though? Darn. Never mind. Alright, so we can't go further yet. Of course, that means we have to go back to Sandy now. Yeah, I guess we just have to go left from there. And that means we have to go all the way back to Sandy now on our own, which is a little annoying. But anyways, this is not really that much. So basically, if you want to get to the far right portions of downtown, like that overpass where Officer Nancy was, your choices are basically to either take the bus to downtown and then take all the time it takes to go to the far right there, or you can... Oh, there's like... I felt like something was pushing me to the right there. Ah! Whoops. Or you can take a bus to the industrial park and go through this gauntlet the other way. So it's not very time efficient either way, unfortunately. But every single time you come back here, I think, you end up being able to go just a little bit further. It's still basically all linear, but you can just go slightly further in the one direction each time, which isn't too bad since the bus stop takes you most of the way in now. It actually takes us all the way to where we can no longer progress right now, which isn't too bad. But it does eventually loop in on itself. It actually loops back to basically the entrance where we are right now. But then once you're here, the question is where do you go from here if you want to get back to the other areas in the game. Because at that point, you need to either go all the way back to the bus stop, so you need to do another whole loop, or you have to go back into downtown and then get back to the middle of downtown. Although, at that point you can take the overpass, which is fairly quick. I guess that's what you would do. Here we go. Sorry about that, that's how you get this thing. Do you have to come back with the Sandy Leader to the train here? I don't quite remember what it was. We'll see. Look at that plankton icon, though. Oh, man. What is that plankton picture? It's like there's a teardrop coming from him, too? Coming from his eye? Is that his brow up on top? His antennae are very stubby. It looks like there's a wrinkle in his head. Anyway, so we don't have the other power yet, so that still limits where we can go. Whoops, no, we don't want to go that way, actually. Stop it. I'm gonna take the overpass. Just to show that route, and I think to save some time. Still a little bit of stuff there in the way of obstacles, but not nearly as bad as taking the low road, I don't think. I think it's faster. Slightly bothered that the background, the sky doesn't change when you're in a different area. It's always the same nice blue sky when you're getting jelly. Darn it! Oh, that counted. Okay. I guess I can at least often get 2/3 of jelly at once now, so I'm kind of okay at collecting jelly in this version of the game. Yeah, see. I still go by attacking the people themselves is how I read them on the dirty bubbles. Oh well. I believe we can go this way at least. I don't think there's anything that stops us. I don't think you need the final power up to get through here. There's something you can do up here using the final power up. I don't remember what it is precisely actually. I don't think it's of much importance. I think that platform drops so low that you actually take damage if you go all the way down with it. I may be wrong. Come on, this game had its hitboxes. This is one of the only places right here, I think. Come on. The circle's the hardest. Only places right here, I think, where you actually basically need dirty bubble power to do something. I think there's an enemy on the way here too. But there's, I don't know why they add 2 doors you have to activate to get through here. But there's a second one way back at the other end. Dude. It's at the very, very limit of what you can reach without using bubble power. I think if you throw... No, I don't think even if you throw the bubble blind, you have enough time to... Oh. Okay, that was different in the PSP version, I'm certain. I think there was an extra door there or something? It took you you actually had to use bubble power to be able to hit? Something weird like that. Anyways, what do we want to do now, actually? Oh, we have to go back to Plankton. And I won't complain. Where is the bus stop here, actually? Hold on. I'd like to not die. So I'm actually kind of tempted to pop into the restroom real quick. Just as a checkpoint. I appreciate how the music restarts whenever you enter a new area that has the same music as the one you were already in. Okay. Come on. I hate how you can land on the side of a person like that. Thought I was in the clear there. If I was worried about taking damage, I would just let myself get hit by the running guy on the left here. This one. Yeah, I could actually use that bubble this time. Well, I won't complain about the door being easier to get through on the overpass this time, at least. Here's the bus stop, I think. Yeah. Okay. So I've entered all the areas now, at least. So that's one big milestone in completing this game. But there's still another chapter left, and do you not get a power of this chapter? Maybe it's the next chapter you actually get the last power up. They might skip getting a power up in one of the chapters. Something weird like that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. I remember being frustrated about something with this part. But I don't think we can get to the atomic flounder until we have the next power. And it's going to take some time to get back to Shady Shells too, so I'll just see you next time, next episode, which for me will be next week. So I'm putting off this task for quite a while. But anyways, yeah, everyone.